Drinking and driving will change your whole world. The next time you're out with friends, consider what would happen if you got pulled over after drinking, like the legal fees or the time in court or a DUI on your record. Your decision to drink and drive could change someone else's world too if you hurt or even kill them in a crash. Instead, what if a decision to call a sober ride changed your world for the better? Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Did you know 39% of teen drivers admit to texting while driving? Even scarier, those who text are more likely to speed and run red lights. Shockingly, 94% know it's dangerous but do it anyway. As a parent, you can't always be in the car, but you can stay connected to their safety with Greenlight Infinity's driving reports. Monitor their driving habits, see if they're using their phone, speeding, and more. These reports provide real data for meaningful conversations about safety. Plus, with weekly updates, you can track their progress over time. Help keep your teens safe. Sign up for Greenlight Infinity at greenlight.com/podcast.
Welcome to the Backpacking Blisters podcast, and welcome to the truth. Derek and I peel back the layers of myths and misconceptions many companies have tried to push on us over the years. It's time to set the record straight. Thanks for tuning in to this Throwback Thursday episode. Have a great week, and God bless.
Hello, everybody. This is Derek, and with me today is the only man who still feels that the most interesting, funny person to interview on the planet is himself on the trail, Carl Mandrioli.
Wow.
Still the best.
That's weird. That's weird.
Isn't it, though? That's what I'm dealing with, though.
Yeah.
Of all the people you interview, like, you love yourself. I mean, you answer the questions the best. You talk the appropriate amount. You're entertaining. I mean, that's just the best.
Break it down, Derek.
It's the best.
You're doing great. Derek Somerville is with me today. He's my co-host. He's a man who thinks there's something lying at the bottom of the ocean, shivering. It's a nervous wreck.
Feel that awkward pause, everybody. Feel that awkward pause. I got to pick up that slack.
Lying at the bottom of the ocean. We got lies. Lies your gear companies tell you. Okay, I don't know, like, should we feel betrayed by this, or just that they're kind of fudging the truth a little bit?
Deceived? At this point, is it standard to just lie to customers, Scams everywhere, people lying to everybody. Like, what should we just, is this the norm?
Yeah, I think people want definitive answers about something, and when you get definitive about something, you tend to, there's just so many different situations that you can't always, sum everything up in one succinct statement. So...
What was that?
I don't know.
You get that? Succinct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you can be the judge. I've got 10 here. I don't know. Did you come up with any?
I got none.
Okay.
I got none. I had no time to prep this.
Welcome to the Backpacking Blisters podcast, everybody, where we have hosts who are all in on the show.
This is what he does, folks. He sends me this information like 30 minutes before. He's like, hey, can you do this? I'm like, I got 2 kids and put them to bed. Figure it out.
This episode sent you 2 days ago. But,
no, that's not
it's
true.
good to have you
Not
back.
true.
We're in our summer season. We're mixing in some guest hosts. It's not the same without you. So I would take your ill preparedness over a guest host any day.
Well, thank you. Is that like a backhanded compliment? What is that?
It is. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read off the lies, and then you can tell me if you agree, disagree, if you know why it might be a lie, if you think maybe it's like a reasonable statement. You be the judge, basically. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But first I've got Bible verse, Proverbs 12:22. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord, but those who act faithfully are his delight. So are these gear companies we're about to discuss, would you consider them like an abomination?
Absolutely. No, I don't. I mean, look, you're trying to sell something. It's just like, it's sad, but it's like kind of the way things are a lot of the time. So you have to kind of like learn to read between all this stuff, And
I will say, there's some that like say such and such does this.
Yeah.
And it like doesn't do it at all.
Doesn't do it at all. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it's like their version of clickbait online, right?
Yeah.
I mean, essentially. So sometimes you just have to learn the hard way, like we all do.
Fair enough.
Right? Like when I was. I'm not going to say.
No. What did you say?
No, it was me as you. When I was.
I want to know what you learned.
What do you think I was going to say? What was you think I was going to say?
When I was 5 and I lied about stealing gum at the store.
I was going to say when I was trying to pick good friends, I picked you and I had to learn the hard way. And it's been a challenge ever since. And here I am. Nonetheless.
Okay. Fair enough.
Strapping along.
All right, let's start. I got 10 here, so let's just jump right in. Number 1 is trekking poles will make your hike easier.
True. 1,000%
Okay, it's
true.
not a lie is what you're saying.
Not a lie.
Okay.
Not a
Do
lie.
explain.
Well, in my experience over the years, I didn't used to have them. And I would have extreme tendon, knee pain, all this stuff, which I don't really have anything, but like that in general. But started developing it, and once I switched to the trekking pole, have yet to have an issue ever again. So it just alleviates, stress you're putting on the knees and the joints when you're going up and down, and especially down. So my testimony is 100% true.
Okay. Fair enough. I think we have to define what easier is. If you're talking about you have better balance.
Better balance.
It makes it easier to cross streams that might be you're balancing on a log.
Yep. That's why you borrow my trekking pole every stream.
Correct. Right? And then it could talk about the joints like you're talking about. I think that is not a lie. I think that's a true statement. But if you're talking about easier, like, man, by the end of the day, that was easier for me to achieve the miles I achieved. I don't know if that's true because there's a study done by the American College of Sports Medicine.
Okay.
And they reported that you actually burn 22 to 46% more calories than walking without poles.
Lie. It's a lie.
Yeah, this is a study they did. 280 calories per hour without the poles versus 450 with the poles.
Stop.
Because, it makes sense. Like, you're using smaller muscles, like in your arms, to do the work that your big leg muscles would typically do, right?
Okay, I can see that point, but I don't feel any different. I feel like, again, they're not factoring in like, hey, if I had no poles, I'm going to feel way more sore. Maybe my joints are way more sore. Now I'm going to work harder, and it's going to be a harder day too.
Literally burning more calories. So easier. That's why I said depends on how you define easier.
I don't know. I don't disagree. I don't agree with that.
Can we say I'm not saying you shouldn't use trekking poles. I'm just saying like you're burning more calories using trekking poles. Partial. Partial.
I don't know if I want to even agree with them. Show me the paperwork, Carl.
Okay, I'll forward you the article.
Forward me the
online.
article.
Yep, I'll forward it to you.
I want proof.
Click done. All right. Number 2, your water filter will pump out 1 liter per minute. Or whatever they say. A liter per 2 minutes.
A liter per minute?
Half a liter, whatever they claim. Different filters claim different things, but your filter is going to pump out X liters per minute.
I want to say, in general, false.
Okay.
A majority of the time, false.
All right.
That's what I would say. It depends, with your grip strength and your shoulder strength, you can only go so fast, right? Whereas I'm obviously doing probably double, triple you, and I still might not even get there. It's just ridiculous. So.
Yeah, I think some of them out of the package might come close to that, but I would still question whether that's even true because even though they flow way faster, when anything that says like a liter per minute, I'm like, a liter per minute's a lot, like out in the backcountry. Yeah. And so, but obviously over time they degrade and they get a lot slower. Even the best ones get slower.
Do you think that they're kind of doing that too? Like they're telling you the top amount possible. Like when you buy a Tesla, they're going to be like, your car goes 330 miles. It doesn't really do that though. And if you have questions about it, I'm happy to answer it off later. But I know that for a fact. But I'm saying that they'll give you like the top, even though probably immediately it's going to go like right below that. Maybe that happens like 1 or 2 times.
They used phrasing like up to, it can, filter up to a liter per minute, but I still would challenge out the gate that it can really do that, especially if you're like in murky water. It's just not going to do that. Like there's so many different factors. You can't make that claim. Like you have the...
But then they can defend themselves. They can be like, well, we do say over time it does kind of degrade in the small fine print or whatever.
Right.
It's like...
But that's not what... But they're not putting that information out up front. And so I'm not saying don't buy these. I think all the filter companies do that to some extent. I'm just saying like... What you're anticipating based on what the package says is false.
Correct.
Lies. They're lying to you.
What about Be Free? What about Cat Be Free? I just scoop it.
Right.
And I chug it. Is there anything different with that? Or no? Like I'm not having to
They still have a claim about how fast their flow rate is.
Okay. All right.
I don't have it memorized, but yeah.
Well, you should.
No.
All right.
I literally said to all filter companies, you're like, well, what about... a more common one. What about one of the most popular ones?
I'm challenging you. I want to see if you know your stuff, and clearly you don't. So here we go.
I've heard of Be Free, if that's what you're asking. Yes.
Okay. Next one.
We've used it multiple times. All right.
Moving
Number
on.
3, your stove can boil 21 liters of water per fuel canister, like the small one. or they call it like 21 boils or whatever amount. Like it's going to boil X amount, or sometimes they'll say like it can boil a liter of water within 2 minutes or whatever the time frame is. That's the claim. I say it's a lie. What do you say?
I think, lie 100%. Would you say the most efficient is Jetboil? The closest?
Probably one
Is
of
that
the
the
more efficient
closest?
ones. Yeah.
It's definitely faster,
Okay.
but I don't know. I feel like it's...
I'm not saying it doesn't have to be 21. I'm saying whatever their claim is incorrect.
I think I feel like anytime they're telling you a number of something, it's usually automatically lower. Or not up to par with what that number is.
Here's why I just don't think they can make the claim at all, is because there's, again, so many different factors. You're talking about elevation. You're talking about temperature. You're talking about temperature of the fuel canister. Some people actually will put this fuel canister in their sleeping bag to keep it warm for the next morning on a colder night. Like there's too many factors for you to be like, oh yeah, it does this.
Right.
No, like maybe it does, but are you at 0 feet elevation? Are you, the midst of the summertime? Like what is it?
I mean, are they putting, and I maybe need to look at this closer, but are they putting any of that in the small print? Like, oh, this is for, 70 to 80 degrees. This is what it is,
I'll copy and paste the small print from all the companies and just send you the one massive email and you can find it.
Yeah. Nobody reads that.
Right.
That's my point. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
This one's come up. I've actually seen a couple of, backpacking content providers complain about this one. Really? Number 4, your jacket is water resistant. All right, I'm not talking about waterproof. That's a whole other claim. Water resistant. What do you think?
I could just do this one all day. This one's just one of those fun ones. I mean, water resistant. Sure. Light.
What does that mean to you? What does water resistant mean to you?
Okay, let's clarify. I'm glad you. Okay, so resistant to me means I got splashed. There's a light misty rain.
Okay.
Something like that. But if it starts to rain, it's going through. It's going through. It's just going through.
Right. So it's not really resisting water. It's resisting like a droplet here and there.
It's trying. It's trying to resist.
So is it a lie or what do you say?
I'm going to say it's misleading.
Yeah, because there's no resistance going on. If the water goes through your jacket, then they say, well, yeah, it's not waterproof. It's just resistant. But it didn't resist at all. The rain went through immediately. Right, so what is that doing?
I don't know. Why don't they at least Scotch guard it like a few times or something? Like something. Give me something better.
They try to make it breathable. I just don't think that. In my opinion, the water resistant jacket's not even worth buying. So
this is all we've said this a billion times on this podcast. You can't have something breathable that is water anything resistant or proof.
Correct.
Can't do it.
Correct. All right.
Impossible.
That's another lie. That's a bonus one from Derek. So Derek did.
You're welcome.
On the spot preparation. Nice, Derek.
Write it down.
Okay. Next one is like your product would, fill in the gear piece, whatever it is, weighs 1 pound, 2 ounces, or whatever weight they have listed. This is how much it weighs.
Okay. Fill in the, and they're just giving you the weight?
They're giving you the weight, like the tech specs, whatever. This is how much it weighs.
I mean, I feel like that's, I don't know, like if it was like a chair and you're weighing, I mean, I feel like that's pretty hard. Can't somebody just like take it home, weigh it, bring it back? Oh, you lied? I mean, I feel like that would be true.
I mean, I think that they're close. I just think I think there's more going on with some of these gear companies.
I would say that's mostly true. Mostly true. I mean, maybe they're like an ounce or 2 off or something. I don't know.
Which is, okay, for people that are considered weight weenies out there, like that's significant.
Okay, but it seems
like... Ounce or 2 off? Like,
it
that
seems
adds up,
like
man.
If you're making this product and like everybody's like, I want to buy a lightweight whatever, you know that they're probably like weight weenies or they're going ultralight and they're probably going to weigh it at some point. So
right.
If you, I don't know, like if you do that enough and your product's like 3 or 4 ounces off, like people are going to say something. So to me, it's like, that's like one of the top things you do if you're creating a lightweight chair. Well, let's weigh it and make sure it's actually this weight before we advertise it. So I don't know. To me, that would be mostly true, but.
Okay. Here's where it's misleading. So, and not all companies do this, but I'll give you 2 examples. Zoleo, when I first met them, they're like, our device weighs 5 ounces. And I was like, and they showed it to me and it had this carabiner clip to it. And I was like, oh, it could actually weigh less without the carabiner. And he's like, no, the weight is actually without the carabiner. But I was like, wait a second, but it comes with the carabiner. It comes packaged with it. And so people are going to think that that's part of the 5 ounces.
Right.
And so again, probably fine print, right? Mm-hmm. And same thing with like, I don't know, let's say chairs. This chair weighs 1 pound. Well, that's without the stuff sack, right? The stuff sack's going to add a few ounces. So there's, again, like you have to really know.
I mean, I don't, I don't feel like that's misleading though, because you're talking about how much is the chair, how much does the actual device they made weigh.
Okay.
I mean,
I would say it's misleading, but you can disagree.
It can be slightly misleading though. I can say that. Like if you're not paying
Let's
attention.
just agree to that you're wrong on this one.
Slightly disagree. Okay. No, you're okay. Point me. Point me.
All right, next one is I actually went to the website on this one, and Mountain House, I'm picking on them specifically, says that their meals are great tasting.
Yikes! That is a bold-faced lie. A bold-faced
Some of them are good.
lie.
I like the lasagna. I'll be honest. I like lasagna.
Straight from the devil's mouth. That is
Okay.
horrible. I think they're just like bland. I feel like there's a lot of them are just bland.
Yeah, they're on the bland side. They have, let's see, I think their fried rice. It's like chicken fried rice or something. It's like bottom 5 meals I've ever had.
That is
on
bland.
the trail.
That is very bland.
Yeah, that's rough. That was a rough one. So I think that's a lie, and I think that they need to up their game. We're gonna reach out to them. I've got an episode where we're gonna reach out to them again because
Do it. Let's
we've
do
got
it.
some thoughts, of course.
Do they feel threatened? Yeah, they should feel threatened.
All right, we agreed on that one. Number 8. This one's not picking on a specific company. This is just what people generally believe about most outdoor companies. We make and design our own gear. I don't even know if the companies. This might be a little bit of a fudging on the episode because
Make.
yeah, like they create it.
I don't know.
They
Like, okay, we've talked to some people who are involved with the design of their own products, so I could see the design aspect, but I don't know. Aren't they like, subcontracting that business out to make that stuff in mass volume and all?
like mass produce it for sure. But I'm talking about they've created the initial product. They've invested in the engineers who are designing it, trying to be the ultralight whatever, right?
I mean, who really knows? Who really knows?
I know. No, I know now because I went to the Outdoor Retailer Show and there was all these companies there that were looking to license out their made products to these big companies. And so then you're going to these, companies like booths and they have this unbranded equipment and you're like, wait a second, I recognize that. That's Nemo's tensor pad. They're like, oh yeah, we made that for Nemo. They basically licensed it out. I think that was one of the example.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that.
Sketchy.
And I was like, wait a second. So like they don't even make their own stuff. And so there's just a lot of that going on. There's like an undercurrent where companies are just straight up like ripping each other's ideas off.
Probably.
And there's like major companies. I'll name drop one of them because I guess they're pretty well known for doing this. Skechers was there, and they're pretty known for like ripping off Nike. And so there's just a lot of that, and there's a lot of licensing it out. So yeah.
It's the way it is now.
Anyway, I don't know if you care. I thought that was an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean, you try to rip stuff out from me all the time, so I get it. I do.
Yeah. I do. I sneak a look at your notes, and I just throw it out there on the show.
He tries to steal the hair on my head and put it on his own head. Like all that every day. It's constant.
I'm up for trying that.
I'm not. I mean, look. There is an organization called Locks of Love. I could cut my hair and give it to you for something.
Right.
You could.
I want you to buzz your head and do that, and I'll.
You gonna wear my hair? Would you wear my hair?
I would wear your hair.
I bet you would.
For a full backpacking trip.
That would be hilarious.
Okay. Number 9. This is multiple companies made this claim.
Okay.
This all-natural bug repellent really works.
False. False.
We can start with the obvious, which is citronella, right? Like that doesn't work at all.
Stop. Say yeah. No.
Yeah. So there were 2 companies that were at the Outdoor Retailer Show that were making this claim. One was tested out by Tupperware Mike and his wife in a mosquito-y area, and I think I had. So this is like a little bracelet. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bracelet by a company called Clyganic.
It says mosquito repellent right there.
Yeah. So you're supposed to like wear the bracelet, and then like that just keeps the mosquitoes away.
Right.
Yeah. So, anyway, so they tried it out, and like mosquitoes were landing on them all over the place. And this is all natural. It's got the essential oils and all that stuff. They only tried it once. To me, like if something's going to work one time or not one time or inconsistently, like that's enough for me. But Tupperware Mike's like, we should try it out again. We should give it more, time. But initial testing did not work. So
I just don't understand. I don't understand. It just leaves me baffled to make that claim.
Right.
I mean, don't these people like take their product and go outside and see like, oh, this still sucks. We got to like improve it still. We got to like do something, but they just don't. And then they go sell
they're trying to keep it all natural, and I like that. But if it either works or doesn't, there's one other company that's on the bonus episode for July, Lemongrass Farms, which makes the same claim. They're also using essential oils, and they have different types of sprays. So I'm going to bring that on the next trip and see if that works. And so kind of stay tuned on that one.
Okay.
All right. Number 10, last one. A company will sometimes call something a day pack, and it's something that can obviously be used for overnight backpacking.
I know what you're saying right now. I know what you're going for. That's 100% true. 100% true.
So you think it's only a day pack? You don't think a day pack could be used for overnight backpacking?
I misunderstood you. No, it's false. Yeah, obviously, because I use theoretically.
Tell us the story, Derek. Tell us the story.
I'm not going to do it.
No, we want the story. Come on.
You don't need it.
Come
you
on.
don't need it. You don't need it.
No, we've only heard it like 10 times on the show. Come on.
It's just people doing amazing things. That's all it is. Just people doing amazing
Derek,
things.
I'll tell the story then. Because Derek went to REI and was looking at an Osprey day pack, and the clerk was like, "You're going to want, if you're backpacking, you're going to look at some bigger packs." And Derek said, "You know what? Incorrect. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use this for years. And I'm going to I'm going to immortalize you on the podcast and throw this back in your face. Every time I come back to REI, I'm going to remind you that you made a bad suggestion and make you feel bad about it."
The moment he said, "You can't use this for overnight backpacking," I said, "Challenge accepted. I will. I will, and I have." And then I went back in and I told him.
You could do that with anything. You have like a grocery bag and be like, "You can't use this." And Derek would be like, "Yeah, watch me."
I said, "Listen, REI guy, I got on an overnight trip multiple day with a fanny pack. You don't think I can pull this out? Like, stop it. Just stop it."
You tell Derek he can't do it, and he is going to prove you wrong.
That's right. People said, "You can't be Carl's friend for over 20 years. Challenge accepted. I did it. I'm doing it.
Oh, man. We were watching the news like, what was it, like a couple months ago, and it was like all the finals of all the high school basketball tournaments were coming to a close, and they interviewed the winning teams, and it was like every team was like, "They said that we couldn't do it, and we proved them wrong." And then they're like, "Yeah, like everyone was against us," and it was like almost as if the coach had a script of like how to motivate the kids. It's funny.
It's like everyone. Yeah. Makes sense.
Right,
That's
exactly.
is that what you tell your kids every day? They might tell you that, you can, and then you can, is it like tough love?
No, but don't you hear stories about that where like somebody grows up and they're like, "My teacher said that I wouldn't amount to anything."
There's always that one
that doesn't
person.
happen. Those are just that's more lies right there. Like if a teacher says that to a kid, they get fired. It doesn't happen.
It happened in the 80s, man. Happened in the 80s.
Yeah, but there's still kids that are growing up and saying that. There's kids in their 20s that are like, "Yeah, like look at me now. Now I'm a YouTube star, and my teacher said that I was like a fool."
Do you want to be a YouTube star? I get it. Guys, just hit the subscribe button, please, on the YouTube channel, please. I'll never have to hear about this again, please. Just trying to get 1 billion subscribers. That's it.
All right, we had 10 lies. What do we miss? Are there other lies you feel like the gear companies are telling you? Let us know. So I've got historical lies trivia coming up right after this.
Do it. Are you tired of supporting outdoor brands that scour the globe, exploiting the most destitute people and the laxest environmental laws, putting profit above absolutely everything? No longer do you have to add fuel to the environment and social dumpster fire to get the best quality gear for your next hike. Introducing Magnet Designs. Through hiker design, tested, built, and owned. Everything they sell has been tested, tweaked, and punished along long trails all over the world. Check out their best-selling product, the Bend Alpha 90 hoodie. Made in Bend, Oregon, using USA-made from recycled material. PolarTech Alpha Direct fabric, ultra-light, compressible, hydrophobic, breathable, quick-drying, and stylish. Weighing just 4.5 ounces at a men's medium. Put your ethical quagmire to bed when you support Magnet Designs. Be confident you are getting the most vetted products for what we do, with the smallest possible environmental footprint. Designed on the trail, built for trail life, handmade to order in Bend, Oregon. Visit magnetdesigns.com with no E in the designs.
You know that feeling when you're out on the trail and something goes sideways, a strap breaks, gear jams up, and you realize you can handle it? That's capability, and that's what Case Knives are all about. Case has been building knives the right way for over 100 years, right out of Bradford, Pennsylvania, and they've literally made history. These knives have been to the moon, helped win wars, and spent plenty of weekends in the backcountry. When you carry a Case knife, you're carrying more than a blade. You're carrying confidence, that I got this mindset that turns obstacles into stepping stones. And hey, a Case knife makes the perfect gift for the handy person or adventurer in your life. So make the season a cut above the rest. Unwrap a classic and give the gift of capability with Case Knives. Find your perfect knife at caseknives.com.
All right, everyone, let's talk about drinking and driving, a decision that will change your whole world. Things will never be the same once you get a DUI because legal fees, time in court are just the beginning. Getting into a crash is another way your world could be irreversibly changed after drinking and driving. Your vehicle may not be the only thing that gets damaged in that crash. You could face a life-altering injury or even death. But you're not the only one who could face those consequences. Your decision to drink and drive could permanently change someone else's world, whether you injure them or leave their loved ones grieving. The next time you're out drinking, call a rideshare, a taxi, a sober friend, or a designated sober driver. Always plan for a safe ride home. The only decision that will change your world for the better is the decision to call for a sober ride. It's never worth it to drive drunk. Don't risk it. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Did you know 39% of teen drivers admit to texting while driving? Even scarier, those who text are more likely to speed and run red lights. Shockingly, 94% know it's dangerous but do it anyway. As a parent, you can't always be in the car, but you can stay connected to their safety with Greenlight Infinity's driving reports. Monitor their driving habits, see if they're using their phone, speeding, and more. These reports provide real data for meaningful conversations about safety. Plus, with weekly updates, you can track their progress over time. Help keep your teens safe. Sign up for Greenlight Infinity at greenlight.com/podcast.
Did you know Microsoft has officially ended support for Windows 10? Upgrade to Windows 11 with an LG Gram laptop. Voted PC Mag's Reader's Choice Top Laptop Brand for 2025. Thin and ultra lightweight, the LG Gram keeps you productive anywhere. And Windows 11 gives you access to free security updates and ongoing feature upgrades. Visit lgusa.com/iHeart for great seasonal savings on LG Gram laptops with Windows 11. PC Mag Reader's Choice used with permission. All rights reserved.
Okay, so I got a list here.
Okay.
You got to pay attention. You got to find the 3 historical lies that people actually believe. Like they believe these. Like most people nowadays believe these lies. And if you guess wrong the 3rd time without finding the 3, you have failed the trivia.
It's a very detailed.
Well, so you got to figure out. There's how many have I got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total statements. 3 of them are actual historical lies that people believe. You might even believe these yourself.
3 of these are lies. 4 of them are true.
If you guess wrong 3 times, you're out. So the
the
odds are in your favor. Really mathematically, we figure this out. So
all right.
Here we go. So I'm going to go through them, and then I'll just go one by one. You say like lie or it's true, and then if you okay. Or do you want to hear them all? You want to hear them all up front?
Let me I'm just going to try and write a little
Take some notes.
brief thing of each one.
All right, first one is Edison was the first to invent the light bulb.
False.
Well, do you want to write that down, or you just want to claim that?
No,
okay,
it's false.
All right.
He got the patent, but he didn't do it.
He made the one that we know of today, but there was one that was made that was just very like dull by some other guy that didn't last for very long. So that is correct. You're already there. Right. That's your first guess. Okay, next one is Napoleon was considered a short man when compared with others during his lifetime. You can hold off for a moment.
Well, think about this one. Was considered a short man. I mean, I know he was short.
There's like the Napoleon complex, obviously.
I think you're baiting me to say true, so I don't want to do that.
Or there's reverse psychology, so you never know.
I'm going to say false.
Okay,
even though I
think
it's
it's
true.
a lie. You think people believe this, and it's actually a lie.
I think you were trying to trick me. I want to say yes, but I think the way that you structured it, maybe I'm missing something. So I'm going to say false.
So you think this is a lie? That he actually was a decent-sized man during his lifetime?
I don't think so, but I want to.
You're giving me like triple negatives here. I don't know what you're saying.
I want to say he was shorter than most people. That's what I've always been told, but you're structuring it in a way where I think I'm missing something.
Was he okay? I'll phrase it differently. Was he a short man like people believe, or was he actually like of average height?
I'm gonna say false. I'm just gonna say false.
I'll re-say the same thing I just said. Was he a short man like most people believe, or was he actually of average height?
I think he was of average height, even though we think he was short.
All right, that is correct. So
yes,
the reason why is because people interpreted French units, which were less than like the standard units, and also like they looked at his age when he died. He might have shrunk a little bit, so he was actually like 5'6", 5'7", which was an average height for a man at that time. So you're 2 for 2.
Whew.
All right, there is a secret clue on the back of the Declaration of Independence that can be revealed with lemon juice and heat.
True.
Okay. You do not understand this trivia, Derek. It's not. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Is this
It's too ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, right?
You would not give me this question if it wasn't like, this is not a lie. It's true.
Okay, so is it a lie? Is this a lie that people believe, or
It's not a lie. It's not a lie. It's true.
Okay, it's a true statement. You think there actually is?
I think so. I think so. I have no idea.
Okay.
It's so ridiculous. It has to be true.
Okay. It's so this is like a little bit of a trick one because it's actually not true, but it's also not. People don't believe this. It's not something believe. It's in the movie National Treasure. It's not something people believe.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Next one. Einstein actually failed a math class.
True.
So that's a lie that you think that's a historical lie.
He did fail. He failed.
Okay,
math
that's
class,
your first strike. Strike one. He did not fail a math class. It's a myth. Yeah, he didn't fail a math class.
First strike. Okay.
Strike one. Okay. Next one. The War of 1812 happened during the year 1812.
Oh, jeez.
Is this a lie people believe?
I think this is a lie.
Okay. Strike two. It's called the War of 1812.
I know. I just thought it was
right.
something like other time period. Okay, go.
The Nile River flows northward.
Oh gosh.
You've been to Africa.
I didn't go to the Nile River.
You know all the rivers
It's
of all
like-
the continents you've been to.
No,
Come
I
on.
don't. Stop. Stop it. Does it flow northward? Oh,
People believe it flows northward, but is it really a lie that it flows southward or eastward or westward?
I think it's true.
Okay. It does flow northward.
Yes.
Last one.
Yes.
Lewis and Clark made it all the way to the West Coast.
Oh man, now I'm questioning my answer. So if I get it right, I'm good. If I miss it, that's 3.
Yeah.
This is all last question. So much heat. I'm gonna say. So read it again. Read it the way you wrote it.
Lewis and Clark made it all the way to the West Coast, like during their journey.
The West Coast. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna regret this. False. I did not.
All right. They did. They made it to the Oregon coast. Oh, my goodness.
Why did I think they did?
You already found the 3 lies. You just misguessed on one of them, so the rest of them were true, and you did not figure that out.
And
so,
I lose. Awesome.
Yeah. All right.
Wonderful.
So, starting off the next round, we got a Derek loss here.
A rare miss.
A rare miss. Okay, I got a couple of tidbits. We would be excited to have you join our Patreon family. We've got more outdoor retailer like drama on the July bonus episode. We got 41 bonus episodes on there now. Not to mention all of our episodes are ad free. We don't pump up Patreon very often because it's just we're not salespeople. But if you're interested, we would love to have you join the family and support our show. And it does keep our show going year round. You got anything? Anything else?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. Guys, thanks again. Check us out at Backpacking Blisters Podcast at all the social media handles. We will see you next time. And remember, guys, Santa even lies. He lied to me about finding me a good friend from Colorado. Here's a lie. I'll tell you a lie, guys. Every single backpacking company who makes backpacks lies to you. Well, not to us. They lied to Carl about if their shoulder straps are comfortable or not. And we've seen the results. 100% lies.
Did you know that parents rank financial literacy as the #1 most difficult life skill to teach? Meet Greenlight, the debit card and money app for families. With Greenlight, you can set up chores, automate allowance, and keep an eye on your kids' spending with real-time notifications. Kids learn to earn, save, and spend wisely, and parents can rest easy knowing their kids are learning about money with guardrails in place. Sign up for Greenlight today at greenlight.com/podcast.
Did you know Microsoft has officially ended support for Windows 10? Upgrade to Windows 11 with an LG Gram laptop. Voted PC Mag's Reader's Choice Top Laptop Brand for 2025. Thin and ultra lightweight, the LG Gram keeps you productive anywhere. And Windows 11 gives you access to free security updates and ongoing feature upgrades. Visit lgusa.com/iHeart for great seasonal savings on LG Gram laptops with Windows 11. PC Mag Reader's Choice used with permission. All rights reserved.